Good morning, beautiful twins. Clearing. Okay, so yesterday I had a comment, I hope you're watching, for do I ever go into the divine feminine and how to understand the divine feminine for the divine masculines watching. So let's do that first. Yeah, let's dive in. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful twin collective that joins me here. What is it we can see regarding the divine feminine collective that will specifically shed light for the divine masculines at this stage of the journey? What is it that we can see? What are the divine feminines navigating energetically at this stage of the journey? We are getting the cosmos ascension. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. So masculines watching, your feminines are consistently plowing through the density and ascending. I'm going to pull some clarifiers now and see what that's looking like emotionally for them. What is it that the feminines, these big cards I've been asked to use, what does that look like emotionally for the feminines? That is too many. We're not going to take those. Couple coming out. These are always a riot because they're so huge. Okay, so emotionally that looks really brave for the feminines. They are really stepping out into leadership, and what I'm getting is in a disintegrated masculine motion, when the feminine polarity doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel protected, grounded, validated, seen, that's when the disintegrated masculine, where's the pants in the family kind of energy comes out. That's where the manipulation, the ulterior motives, the unhappiness, the passive aggressive stuff of karmic feminine energy. Karmic feminine energy is kind of synonymous with disintegrated masculine expression in the feminine. With this ascension, the divine feminine collective is stepping into true leadership and bravery, trailblazing. So that's the first thing here, is that the feminines have come into such a safety with the energies on the planet that there's no longer such a need to be in a, let's say, feminist movement or as hyper ambitious just for ambition's sake. There's a genuine soul level with the wands, the fire. It is a soul level passionate expression. It's exuded. So the feminines are really emotionally getting into this swing of just being free to be themselves and to forge their own autonomous path. Two of Orbs, this is a crossroads. So with true leadership, there is a divergence from the norm, and so many feminines are going it alone, tapping into higher understanding, trusting that divine feminine intuition that is humble and merciful, and looking at these choice points in their lives. They're really making decisions for their own higher self that benefits their life on their terms, authentically, not in an ego-based. The Two of Orbs is all about choosing love versus fear, being transparent with this figure being semi-exposed. The feminines are really becoming more vulnerable with what it is that they want, with what it is they want to manifest, with the things that make them feel good. They're no longer people-pleasing, self-sacrificing, overcompensating. They're really understanding that it's not selfish to go it alone. What else do we have? Oh, they're manifesting new opportunities, portals. They're keeping their thoughts light and airy. They don't have that karmic undercurrent that has brought in so many inconvenient lessons and roadblocks tangents into their lives. They're really just focusing on soul-driven, passionate new beginnings and living in a way that ends the burden. What else do we have? The Hermit and surrender. Yeah, they're really surrendering to what feels right on their destined path. So emotionally, this ascension is bringing them into alignment with their destiny, with their birthright. These divine feminines were born for this. They are star-seeded, they are cosmic beings coming into these incarnations for this time on the planet, and they are the hopeless romantics. They are the ones that actually, with all of their hearts, look at that heart chakra just open and completely vulnerable for what this journey will bring, what the destined path will bring. But they take this very, very sincerely, and they are in meditation without ceasing about what this motion of surrender looks like in their lives. At each given point, how to be present. And so masculines, you may be finding that your feminine is the most consistent being you've ever met, and this is how she is or they are continually showing up in that energy, because they are surrendering to their destiny, and they're allowing any of the things that used to trigger to just open them further. We're not talking about abusive motions and all of that. We're talking about genuine evolution and the growth process. But the feminines are mightily surrendering to what is meant for them and allowing it to temper the responses and to stay the course. This is bringing the feminines into an incredible emotional composure. Wow. Okay, so what is that doing intellectually? What is this ascension focus for the feminine collective doing intellectually? It's bringing in divine justice in the name of love. They are rewriting the mythology of all of the things that have happened in their lives so far. They're retelling their story to themselves. They're working that puzzle with the divine. Divine justice is balancing out the scales. Because the feminines are in this sincere, surrendered meditation, the hermitage, and seeking that destined path, that's bringing in the co-creative power, as above so below. The feminine, divine feminine's free will to see love is allowing the hand of the divine to come in and co-create splendorous realities. So this is innovative thoughts coming in, unlocking solutions, seeing timelines for what they were, what they offered in the highest. The realization that love is omnipotent, omnipresent, and that's creating this bomb-proof, unwavering knowledge in love, belief in love, faith in love. And that is, I'm hearing the divine is very, very pleased with being able to actually meet the divine feminines there, because it's going to gather steam, wind in the sails. That is how a revolution of energy inflows onto the planet, is when there is a conscious choosing to see the love, not the fear, and to meet the divine in union, the higher self awareness in union, stride for stride. So masculines, you might very much be in awe of your feminine for their intuition, their luck, their serendipity, the synchronicities that you witness your feminine aligning with time after time, the way that reality seems to rise up and meet your feminine, seems to invite, like the Disney princesses with all of the forest animals coming around. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when the divine feminine see that layer of reality. It conspires to support and uplift them. So that is an inner working there. It's a conscious decision on the divine feminine's part to engage in that wonderland of life. And that is the inner secret that the feminine has. The magic of being a divine feminine is that faith, that belief. Okay, physical realm. How is the ascension process playing out for the divine feminines? Yes, unconditional love. What else? We're getting a bunch. This is kind of fun. we got unconditional love. So things are showing up in the Divine Feminine's realities that are causing their heart to well over, causing them to have a surplus of abundant love for all they meet, for the choices they make, for the surety that they live by, and they're feeling supported. So again, I'm feeling that luck. Oh, look at this. So Ace of Crystals, Ace of Cups, new beginning in the physical, new beginning in the love department. The feminines are magnetizing that, because as they're seeing the light, as they're working the ascension and coming out of, so the ascension card is like the world card, and the karma card is like the judgment card. This is the redemption day, the resurrection, the born again, the leaving the worldly concerns and stepping up into the cosmic, and we get the hand of God. So another confirmation of that co-creative wheel spinning, the lucky break. Feminines are destined for abundance coming in, abundance of love, abundance of finances, abundance of material realm provision. So the feminines are really, they're going to be reaping their spiritual escrow, is what I'm hearing right now. And at this point, the feminines are really focused on soul mission, focused on creating community, focused on having that abundance, having their turn, I'm hearing, and not feeling like it's out of alignment with their spiritual truth. The tables have turned where spiritual intention for the divine feminines is supporting the worthiness, the becoming of incredible abundance coming into the feminine's lives. So that divine masculines are truly what the divine feminine community is stepping into, and it will change the world. It is changing the world. The process of coming into alignment with that has already changed the world, and just feel into how that has impacted you as a being, divine masculine, even energetically. When you are on this journey, you have witnessed the glow up of your feminine. You've witnessed so many changes in your feminine's life that's mirrored in your life. And so trust the motion. Understand these are the cosmic currents behind the scenes that are allowing for the inflow of love into this dimension. And it's that free will choice and intuition, the humility, the mercy that the feminines have aligned with, that is allowing that instruction to come in from the divine and pour into the world through the feminines as a channel of love. Oh my gosh, what a stunning message. Okay, let's dive into the divine masculine reading today. So what are the divine masculines thinking and feeling and wishing for the connection at this time? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? Oh, I feel like it's gonna be a very good day. The sun is shining. It was cloudy and rainy where I am yesterday, and today it's like the birds are singing. Okay. Can we see for the divine masculine collective? Some changes are happening. My cards aren't splitting super clean, but let's see. What are they thinking? Oh, 33. So heartache in the reverse. I'm hearing there's something the masculines are in denial about. They're pretending they're not hurt right now because they don't want to manifest, I'm hearing a curse. They don't want to manifest that which they don't want. And so they're pretending they're okay, they're fine, that this connection isn't affecting them as much as it is. Ooh, masculines, that's a bit of denial energy. So take a deep breath, masculines, and admit you are allowed to be transparent, divine masculines. You're allowed to be honest with yourself. If something hurts, you're allowed to be realistic, and you are allowed to talk about it with your feminine or process it. But if you're in this kind of denial, you're not going to do that work. It is essential for you to be in the right alignment for manifesting things, because if you're in this repressed denial energy that you're actually being affected to this degree, you're not going to manifest the things that you want. I'm going to pull a card of support for that. So what is it we can see to assist the divine masculines watching? There's so many. I'm going to take them. Transformation, security, inner peace, healing chaos, and pleasure. Okay, I'm really getting, masculines, that you're trying to default right now to some sort of pleasure-seeking, escapist kind of action that's not going to bring the same inner peace as actually allowing the healing chaos to come into your life and do this work on you. So no escapist stuff. It's time to go deep. It's time to allow the motions of this tornado to remove everything from your life that is not meant for you. Stop clinging, masculine. Stop holding on. Stop trying to appear secure and really do the foundational work. You are in a massive transformation right now, and it's about finding your voice and your empowerment. And so it is time to be I'm hearing brutally honest with yourself about the sensitive, gorgeous heart that you have, and allow that process to happen. So feminines, let's pull a card. How can the feminines assist the masculines in this motion? We are getting, now is a lucky time. So focus on you, bring the luck in. We already saw all that luck in your reading to begin with here. Act as if. So just see your masculine in that ascended light. Feminines, you are so good at seeing the 5D version of your masculine. So keep envisioning that and be playful. So lighthearted. You know, if the masculines are in denial of the amount of pain, I'm hearing lightheartedness, not fake lightheartedness, but the lightheartedness shows a mirror for the masculines to be realistic about whether they are genuinely lighthearted or they need to do the work. It's a mirroring. So feminines in this lucky lighthearted energy, be you. Act as if that is all you have to be concerned about, is what I'm hearing. Okay, what are the masculines feeling on the heart space? Ooh, justice, and there's the transformation again. So this is the same card. Death card is the transformation card, and justice. So yes, masculines on the heart space, even though you're pretending everything's fine, it's okay, don't do that on the heart space. Be very sincere. I know on the mind you are making the best of things right now, but there's a little bit more of a realistic take on it. On the heart space, this is also possibly a head over heart kind of a feeling. Let the transformation happen. Let the justice come in. You don't have to be so chop chop, cut and dry, legalistic. You can soften in this. You can allow the transformation to have its way with you. You can let the light in, show the vulnerability. Yeah, you can just soften. You can let this stuff fall away. I'm hearing take some time out, cry it out, masculines. Have you cried in a while, masculines? This is like this figure's face. I always feel like, you know, when somebody is aware of the things going on around them, but they're pretending like they don't hear or see, and you can tell that they're listening or whatever. That's what the masculines are doing here, but still trying to hold this brave face, trying to hold this composure. Masculines, you might be headed for a little bit of a timeout so you can really purge. Masculines, an essential part of this journey is purging. So feminines, you might be feeling your masculine in this, I think a comment yesterday said uninterested energy, and yeah, bang on. The masculines have been too cool for school. They've been trying to keep it together, trying to look like the man, and there are certain things that they have not been talking about, have not been allowing themselves to feel, and that appears to be building under the surface a little bit. And masculines, especially those watching that are saying, oh no, she's totally wrong, you are the ones I'm talking to here. So let's see what it is that we can assist the masculines with on the heart space. leadership. Oh, in the reverse, you don't have to be the leader, the stone cold leader all the time, masculines. You can actually melt as though you need to be led. Let the divine lead you, masculines. You don't have to have it all dialed. Let's see, feminines, what can we do to support this motion? Learn from the past and embrace the in-between. So trust the process, feminines. Allow the space. And don't chase, don't overcompensate. If you're feeling your masculine needing some sort of breakthrough to happen, don't preach. Give space, allow, like we just saw, be playful, inspire at a distance, do you, tap into the abundance, channel that stuff into your life, inspire right now. Because you know you are true twin flames, it's going to energetically and at a distance impact, impress, trigger, refine your masculine's evolution as well. Trust that that is what you need to do, and you don't have to be direct right now. Feminines, you do not have to be direct. You can be indirect by just doing you. Okay, what are the masculines wishing for the connection? Oh, they are wishing for redemption. They're wishing for this eclipse energy, subconsciously or otherwise. This is the card of karma. Look at that. We had the card of karma for the feminines too. So there is a rebirth, a complete revelation. Ooh, a complete mirrored revelation right now. Feminines, I'm going to remind that you are bringing and activating the hand of God, this great wheel of fortune coming into your lives. And the masculine collective is absolutely going through this judgment day energy as well, where karma is being eclipsed out. So what I'm hearing here is masculines are willfully wanting to have, oh, look at eclipse. Is it the eclipse today? Is it the 10th? Is it tomorrow? We're coming into it. Eclipse. Masculines are stepping into being this emperor. That is their new life, their new expression. So masculines, you are willfully and intuitively being guided to know, to accept your birthright as this king of all kings on the planet. And this is a portal. This eclipse is a portal for you to step into the empowerment. This is a significant day. So I'm hearing for some masculines, they will be doing a ritual. They will be doing a sacred ceremony. They will be committing to the path. They will be rocked by the eclipse. For those masculines who are not consciously activating during this time of the eclipse, with two eclipse images here, for many they will be absolutely aware. They will be present and trying to view the eclipse. They'll be looking it up online. They will be magnetized to this eclipse energy, maybe without knowing why. But this is essentially a reverence for allowing the things that are not meant for them, the karmic things, the things that are not emperor-ish, to go out of their lives.